Yeah, but you have a 45-minute car ride to and from work alone where you can call people on the phone, which I know you do,
Mm-hmm.
and wheel and deal. You also have the I don't do anything after 7 p.m. rule.
Well, that's for me.
Well, right, but I'm saying like that's what I'm doing, things like cleaning up the kitchen and doing laundry and cleaning up toys and things like that. So I guess I'd have to find another time to do that. All right, welcome back to another episode of The Maley Way. I love you, but.
Episode number 17. Lucky number
Ooh, I don't have anything
17.
to say about
Who are some
17.
famous 17s? Like Alshon Jeffrey, wasn't he 17?
Oh my God. Yeah, I loved him. Who from the Sax was 17?
Yeah, I was trying to think of that. There is a guy from the Sox.
Um,
I don't know.
Aaron Rowan?
No.
No. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Lucas Giolito?
No.
Should I just keep saying random White Sox
Yeah,
players
should-
who like
should we
are
just
not
do this for
that
another hour?
who are not that popular or good?
Yeah, maybe like
No, Aaron
Darren-
Rowan was awesome.
Maybe like Darren Erstead.
No.
You-
I don't know.
you have
We'll
no
look
idea
that
who
up.
that-
I have
okay.
no idea who that
All
is. All right. So I'm going to start off with my I love you, but
Yes.
why do you always I love you, but you make me reinforce your thoughts.
Okay.
So, for example, like you'll say, "Oh, look at this new logo I made," and I'll say, "Oh, wow, I like that, cool," and you'll say, "Well, I thought it was nice." And I'm thinking, "Yeah, I just said, okay, cool,
Well,
I like it."
I think you might say it in like a dismissive tone. A little
No,
bit.
well, maybe, but like you maybe are asking me at an inopportune time. Maybe I don't know. I can't really think of it, but like maybe you're coming up to me as I'm trying to prepare dinner. Like I probably just denied Andy, denied Patty, and then you're like, "Hey, look at this logo I made." But that wasn't even my example. It happened the other night on the show that we were watching on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
You were like, "Oh, that was funny. Did you think that was funny?" And I was like so warm and cozy in our bed, and I was like, "Yeah, I liked it." You're like, "Well, I thought it was hilarious." I'm like, "No, I know. I just agreed with you. I said it was hilarious." It reminds me of when
boy.
our kids were younger, or Patty still. Well, Patty doesn't do it. It was Meg was big on it. Like you never really did the character playing and stuff. Like I
Yeah.
would always play PJ Masks or Paw Patrol or whatever. Family with the kids.
Oh, and they would tell you
And they
what
would
to
tell
say.
me what to say. I'm like, if I am being Owlette, let me be Owlette. I don't need you telling me what to say. I can say it's time to use my owl eyes and do it. Like they would I would try to like play in the character voice. I'm like, okay, ready, let's go find PJ Robot. And Meg would be like, no, PJ Robot's not here. You need to say, go owl eyes.
Jimmy used to do it too to you.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't want it. I don't want to say that. If
I used to
am
love
gonna-
watching
Oh,
your
God,
reaction.
it would
Be like,
get
no,
me
no,
so
I can
frustrated.
say my own thing.
Yes. If I am Chase, I'm going to say Chase is on the case if I want to.
Yeah.
If I'm going to play with you, don't dictate what I'm going to say. So, first of all, I can have my own opinion of your logos, the TV shows, whatever. But when I say something that you want to hear, that you agree with, and it is positive feedback to you, don't make a remark where it makes it seem like I said the most outlandish opposite thing.
Okay.
I brought it up the other night when you said it. I was like, oh my God, I just said it was funny. What do you want from me?
I know, but I feel like, first of all, the TV show, I don't think you were laughing. I think you maybe had fallen asleep.
No, I wasn't. I
or-
just was nice and cozy. It's 62 degrees in our room because it's freezing up there.
Yeah.
So I was all wrapped up cozy and I just was enjoying the show. I was laughing.
Okay.
It was also 11 p.m. It wasn't like we were watching this at 9 o'clock when
That's
I was
what I'm
all into
saying.
it.
I thought you might have fallen asleep.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't.
All right. Well, I apologize. I'll try
All right.
try not to look for any affirmation from you.
Okay, great. Well, just take what I'm giving you.
Now, this is gonna
Take what I'm giving you.
This is kind of gonna be like a rebuttal. I love you,
Ooh,
bud, because
okay.
there is a little something. There's a little connection here.
All right, all right.
All right. Now, I'm not sure how this is gonna go, but this is gonna be more "I love you, bud" / motivational talk. I'm actually gonna read part of it.
Oh, it's the
because
quote I
wanna-
said?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. And I want you to let me finish.
Okay, I will not interrupt.
I love you, but I want you to see what I see in you. I think you have a special talent for communicating and making people feel good. Because of that, I think like Seinfeld, we already got this. I think we got this too. This whole thing. I think we have something because of it. It's not like the old days. It's not like the old days. You don't have to become a communications major, get some sort of BS entry level job where they work you to death. As one of my former students, or not, he wasn't even my student. I used to have him at basketball camp, and I got his book. His book is titled
Oh yeah.
You Can Just Do Things." Jay Yang is his name, and he's like 19 years old. He wrote a book. He dropped out of college and went and got a job where he's making a very good salary.
What's he doing?
I forget what it
Oh.
is, but what I'm saying is it's not anything illegal. Like I know that. Like he's doing a
That's not what I was insinuating.
I know. But he's doing a job. Like you don't have to like bide your time. You don't have to go through those steps. Just blow the door down.
For what?
Pursue it. Pursue it. Pursue this.
Oh yeah.
Pursue.
I am.
Pursue.
Look at us.
Pursue.
Look at us go,
whatever.
Jim.
Here's what I'll say: if this whole thing fails, like
Mm-hmm.
the mental health thing, this thing, who cares? That is better than not giving it the best go and trying our hardest at it.
Agreed.
Because like failure, it's a relative thing.
Yeah.
Even if this goes completely south, and it doesn't become successful, like to me, like this whole thing, me and you talking, it is successful. Like just not for anybody else who's listening, but for us. So I just want you to like really embrace, like, I think you have a talent.
Thank you.
I think all your family and friends would agree that you have that talent. I think Brendan Greeley, who saw me doing my thing, was like, that's good. But like, oh yeah, Katie was awesome. Like we should have her on more. I just want you to go for it. I'm going to get off my soapbox,
Okay.
but I just want you to see what I see.
So thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So is that meaning like you want me to do more for this? Like more posts?
Yeah,
More-
I
you
just
know I'm not good at that. Like you're like, Katie, share this. And I text you back, I don't know how. And I know you can just do things.
just learn how.
All right.
You have an ability. You have people that know you, that love you, that like if you were like, hey, I don't know, do you got any ideas, anything that we can do to really enhance this? I think you have that ability. Like I think you would be a wonderful saleswoman.
Oh, I know that. Yeah. I mean, I was a communications major at DePaul, which is a school known for their communications. Go Tigers. And I do think I would have killed it at sales. I just did not want to do that entry level job where you sat at a desk all day and had the old phone to your ear and got a crick in your neck.
And as Jay Yang said, that whole like that doesn't exist as much anymore.
No.
With like how everything is set up,
Dan,
you can
yeah.
just do it.
Yeah, Dan and Claudia were like, you should make your second career in pharmaceutical sales. And I was like, I don't want to. And Dan was saying, no, you would be really good, but like I'm just too old at this point.
Yeah, but no.
But not
you're
I'm not too
you're-
old. I'm not too old for podcasting though.
Well, I don't know what it is, but I think
Okay.
I don't know if it's like, here's what I think.
Okay.
I don't want to, I don't know if you like are uncomfortable, like that maybe you think like you're acting like a like know-it-all. I don't know, like giving advice on like parenting, like you don't want to do that, or giving advice on different types of things, but like
No.
you're pretty good at those things.
Thank
and
you.
that is I'm obviously biased, but I think other people would agree with that as well. I don't know. I think there's something there.
All right. Okay.
What do you got for me?
No, I don't know what you want from me.
Oh,
You
no.
want me? I like doing this, and I feel like I've done a good job of doing this.
No, you've done a good job of this,
Yeah.
I just think that you need to pursue, like, all right, let's go and try to get this going a little bit more.
Oh, okay. I'm wondering if you have a false reality of how much time I have. That's my.
Well, I don't have a lot of time either. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I think that there's an opportunity, and I would hate to miss out on the opportunity.
So you want me to be contacting more people and putting myself out there more for the Maley Way and I Love You But.
I You don't even have to do it for the mailer. Just do it for this.
Oh, I've never done one thing for this. Where I've done a lot of things for the Maley Way. You have to admit, I have done a lot of things for the Maley Way in regards to contacting people, sending emails, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but I mean,
right.
I want go for it.
All right. I'll try that. Thank you. I will try that. I'm going to go to the library tomorrow and check out Jay Yang's book.
I have it upstairs.
I've seen it upstairs on your bedstand. No, I'm kidding.
I'll give it to you. No, I mean, I think that there is a point, and this is like a 19-year-old kid that I'm taking advice from, a kid that used to be at my basketball camp, but I do think he's got a good point. It's why wait? Just do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I still think we could do everything else we do, be a great family, parents, all of that.
Yeah. Maybe we should have a meeting and sit down for this. I feel like you kind of blindsided me.
Oh, God.
On live.
Sorry.
No.
We can not post that. I don't know.
No, we can post that. I don't care. I don't know how you want me to respond right now besides, yes, Jim, I can do it. Si se puede.
No, I don't want you affirming me.
Yeah, you're right. I can do it, but we maybe should talk about what you mean by just grab the bull by the horns. If you want me to go on a tour,
well,
you want me to be contacting radio stations, guests.
It's like when you say I've heard you say this, I want you to want to do the dishes.
Yeah, the dishes.
I want you to want to go. Just pursue it.
I know, but I don't actually know what you mean by pursue it.
Okay, maybe this should be a different conversation.
We'll talk about that. I'll be ready to do that, Jim. And I'm excited to do that when I find out what it is exactly what you want me to do.
When we do talk about this later, it's not. There's not going to be anger involved in this. Okay.
Nope, no anger. No anger yet.
It was meant as a it's a motivational thing.
It was very motivational. Thank you for rizzing me up.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I said a lot of great things
about
that.
It actually seemed like you said more than that's size 14 font. So it seems like you ad-libbed a little bit.
Oh, I ad-libbed a lot.
Oh, yeah, because that's not that much on that page.
Yeah, I felt I was cooking a little bit, so I kept going.
You were. Good job. Thank you. I'll take that. I'll take that. All right. Thank you. Okay, so moving on, the topic of today.
So wait, by the way, if you're Katie, if you know Katie, you love Katie, you know how great she is, I don't know, maybe stick your neck out there for Katie and try to help her out in this goal of pursuing this.
Yeah, let me know. Send me your contacts. Hit me up with all those famous people you know. Let me know. Call the president for me. Not that president, but the president of whatever company you're thinking of.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see if my inbox is flooded tomorrow morning with leads, Jim.
Yeah.
And then we'll really take off. Then I won't have to go back to teaching Spanish.
Right.
Oh.
Wow, that's the thing. I think you should pursue this.
Okay, so if anyone out there listening has a business and wants to sponsor the I Love You But, hit me up. I am ready to take that on.
Yes, there you go.
Okay, I need enough sponsorships and stuff to make up a part-time Spanish teaching salary. So keep them coming, people. Keep them coming. All right. So
that's good.
All right.
See what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying.
This
that
is what
was
you're
really
saying.
Good.
All right. Thanks, Jim. Okay, so 2026 is the 20-year celebration of High School Musical. Mm-hmm. High School Musical has been in all of our lives for 20 years. It's a great trilogy.
I wouldn't say our life. I don't think I've ever seen it.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, well, now we have our weekend plans. You've never seen, there's 3 of them.
I mean, I've seen like Meg watching it.
Oh my God. Okay, so I loved High School Musical growing up. The trilogy's amazing. All of the dances are amazing. It's basically like my perfect dream scenario if that was real life. Like people just going around to high school, busting out in song and dance and being an athlete and then also being in the musicale and all of the things. So like I really love it. Our daughter Meg loves it. All of my cousins on the Peterson side love it, and even the Jaskursky side. And I feel like I was slightly maybe too old to be really into High School
Yeah.
Musical.
Weren't you in college? Like, I think you were.
I was in college, I think, when the maybe second and third one came out, but I did have younger sisters who were not.
I remember thinking that at the time. I was like,
I think you told me.
Katie a bit too.
We went to High School Musical 3, like 20 of us went in the movie theaters of my cousins. And I remember asking if you wanted to go, and you were like, no. And then you said, aren't you a little old to be seeing High School Musical in a theater? And I said, no,
Yeah, but
not at all.
Like my dad says, sometimes you want to act immature.
Yeah, I don't think seeing High School Musical is immature.
Okay.
Okay, it's just a movie.
Yeah, right.
There's
sure.
nothing immature about it. But anyways, I love it because I love the songs. I love the dancing. It's hilarious. The costumes are great. All the things. There's been some funny things online about it and saying that, oh, High School Musical is so ahead of their time. So for those of you who are in the dark about the amazing High School Musical trilogy, in the first one, like one of the big songs is called Stick to What You Know. So they're basically saying like you don't have to be one thing. In the stereotypical high school, you have the jocks, you have the theater people, you have the brainiacs, and you have the nerds or whatever.
Nice.
Yes, and they're all sitting at their lunch tables together, and it's their group of friends, and they're doing all the things. And in the musical, they're saying like, why do you have to be just one thing?
Yeah.
And I think it's a great message. Like you don't have to be just a basketball player. You don't have to be just even a jock at a broader term. Like you can do all the things and explore all the things. So it's basically in this one scene, the Stick to What You Know, it's basically the jocks versus the brainiacs, like classic West Side Story, Sharks versus Jets. They're having a dance off, all the things. I don't know if that's how it actually is supposed to be, like mimicking that, but that's what it is. So they're saying just stick to what you know. If you want to be cool, follow one simple rule. Don't mess with the status quo. But like in it, okay, so I'm going to give you some examples. Troy.
Wait, so that's the opposite of what you're. Oh no.
No, that's what Sharpay and her brother Ryan are saying. They're saying you
Oh.
can't do more than one thing. Like if you're a brainiac, stick to being a brainiac. If you're a jock, stick to being a jock.
Yeah.
So you might just have to see the movie because I don't really want to give you the full
I
120-minute
see a
rundown
lot
of
of
it.
notes, and it looks
No,
all high school.
no,
musicals.
there is some. I just wanted to say, like, so Troy, who's the head basketball boy, he wants to be in the musical. He wants to sing and dance, but he feels like he can't because his dad is the head coach.
Yeah.
So he's feeling the pressure of like, I don't want to go be a theater geek when my dad is the head basketball coach. But then the hilarity of the song is like the guy Zeke, who's also on the basketball team, he's like, I love to bake. Like I love making creme brulee. And then the one brainiac is like, I like to hip hop and all these things. And it was funny because when we were watching it, the one guy who's supposed to be like a stoner skateboarder, he's like, I play the cello. And it was funny because Jimmy is playing the double bass.
Mm-hmm.
And it just made me appreciate that at this stage, and I know our kids are young, they're only in 4th grade, 2nd grade, kindergarten, and preschool, but they are dipping their toes in a lot of things. Like when people say, or I feel like often people are like, oh, what sports are your kids playing right now? Like that's a general question, which makes sense because, you have the typical baseball season, basketball season, football season. But despite all that, like they're doing a ton of other things at Highlands, like STEM club, book club, orchestra.
Yeah.
And I think it's good for them to do that because, Jimmy has found out while he likes playing the double bass, he doesn't like practicing
Right. So he
the double
probably-
bass. And he claims that he's getting these intense thumb cramps.
That's a lot.
And I'm like, you are not getting a thumb cramp from the amount of Xbox controlling I see you
That,
do.
yes.
Your thumbs should be thumbs of steel. There should be
Yes.
no cramping at all.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and because I look back and like I just focused on school and sports and nothing else.
Right.
And I wish I would have focused on other things. Or even I think about like Mike Brunell. And I've said this to kids, and I'm trying to clarify this. I don't want them to get the wrong impression of me, but my buddy Mike Brunell, he came out after college as being gay. And, like, as bad as this sounds, like, I probably wouldn't have been friends with him. Like, you know what I mean? Not because
It would have been in a different social circle
Yeah,
or a
not-
different grouping of people.
Yeah, it wasn't not because I was like anti that. Like, I didn't really care, but like it just wouldn't have happened because yes, everything was like separated from one thing to another. And I just feel like that was nice that he kind of taught me something, like taught me about like in the ignorance in a way. And it, again, not like I was like anti that. It was just you weren't exposed to it. And now that I was exposed to it, I'm like, oh, this is a great dude that I really like, that I love hanging out with. Who cares? Like, whatever. I guess it would have been nice to learn that a little bit younger. But it wasn't like school wasn't set up like it was hard to do that at the time. I think it's a little easier now.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a little bit easier now. You have a little bit more. It's not as rigid and scheduled as it was high school and college when we were in it at all. And yeah, I think it's great for the kids to be able to explore. Like, I know our kids like sports. They're all going to be giants and they're probably going to do well in sports. But as a coach, and, we both have been varsity coaches for the majority of our professional teaching career, like, all they ever say is do not do just one sport. Do not do just one sport. Like, you have to be a multi-sport athlete because, one, burnout. Two, you get injured so much quicker.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's so many injuries in young kids now who are going like, my cousin Danny Doheny.
Yeah.
He is a phenomenal athlete. But because of baseball, like, he was always injured.
Yeah.
Although he did play multiple sports. He was a good basketball player too.
Right.
But like, he focused so much on pitching. I just felt like he continuously got injured. Or I have some kids when I was teaching at Field Park, there's this girl who's an amazing dancer, but in 5th grade, she was already getting like a hip surgery because she had torn muscles in her hip tendon. And it's like, no one who is 11, 12 years old should be getting hip surgery because they dance that much.
Yeah. And it's like, again, it points back to what I think is wrong with like how sports are being used. Like, the college scholarship is a complete anomaly.
Yeah,
and I know I'm saying that as someone who did that. But
yeah, less than 1%. You're not getting a college scholarship, a full ride to a D1 school.
And you have to be kind of a psycho, like
Yeah.
And I was a psycho.
Yeah,
about like relentless. And I just think if we can, I want to keep our kids playing as many sports as they can. And people might say, well, they're not going to be able to play in high school. Then, well, who cares? Go play.
Well, right.
Go play church league then. Or
Yeah.
And I know people might listen to me say that and be like, wow, that's a completely different take than what, you might have done growing up. I just feel like, I don't know, that's the way to go. I wish sports could be going back to like the values that they teach.
Instead of just driving in. Like, I've heard people say like, oh, she wants to try basketball, but she's never played. And people are like, oh, she's in 3rd grade. She can't play basketball now.
Yeah.
That window is closed.
Right.
It's like, no, none of us even started playing basketball back in the day until 5th, 6th grade. Like, no actual instruction until 5th grade basketball at St. Cletus, besides like playing knockout outside.
Yeah.
That was it.
Me too. I did not. Baseball, we started earlier. Baseball was started earlier. Like, yeah, basketball did not start till much. And first of all, like kids at Jimmy's age, like, they can't, that's why I got on Jimmy. I was like, and I don't really get on Jimmy, but I was like, Jimmy, go to the basket. Like, first of all, he's pretty good at going to the basket, but like, no one can shoot. And if you can shoot, you're doing it the wrong way, and you're not going to end up being good at it later on when you have to change it to do it the right way. So like, I just think the focus of certain things is just wrong.
Too intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
way too intense.
I will say, and I mentioned this, I did a little post on this, but like Jimmy's basketball team, like they were awful at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like absolutely awful. And they have like turned it around completely. One, because they just had time to turn it around.
Right. They were playing in a weekend shootout after 3 practices. Like I couldn't even name more than 4 kids on his team.
Yeah.
And they were expected to be playing 3 games in a row
Yeah.
with these kids who they just met 3 days ago.
Yeah, and I know
3
what
practices ago.
I know what happens. Like people don't have patience, but it's like first of all, like one, like my son include, we're not that great right now. Like
Right.
we're not that great.
Well, and they're 9.
And they're 9.
Yeah.
But also like they have gotten astronomically better.
Yeah, they really have.
And especially like defensively, I'm like shocked at how good they are at helping in recovery. And I was talking to the coach. I'm like, dude, you've done a great job.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I hope it was good for him to hear that because he has. And that's coming from someone who's coached for a long time and played for a long time. Like that's hard to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Lots of praise to Coach Dylan
Yeah.
and Lockdown. They have been awesome.
Yeah.
They have been awesome. But all I want those group of 10 9-year-olds to do is I just want them to be having fun playing basketball. Like
Yeah.
Jimmy was getting, and his teammates were getting so frustrated in the beginning. I was like, I don't like this because I feel like they're going to quit basketball.
Yeah.
Like they are so frustrated that they are not enjoying the sport. He never complained about going to practice, but like he hated the losing because they were a disaster. They were getting creamed like 48-8. Like they had no idea what they were doing. They couldn't run a play. They had 0 gel. And I was like, oh my God, is this going to be the end of basketball just because it's a horrible experience?
Yeah.
And now it's been great.
I mean, but it's like that's what you got to be like patient with that.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's you got to give the kids time to like they didn't know how to play at first.
Right.
And now you're getting taught how to play, and then we do have some kids who are good athletes, and it just kind of comes together. And I think we found like the right type of teams to play too.
Correct.
Like I think we were probably playing above our weight class a little bit.
Yep.
So I don't know. I just think that's kind of a tangent, I guess, that we just went on. But
Yeah, I don't know. We went from Zeke in High School Musical to
thank God I got us off.
No,
High School
I'll bring it back. I'll bring
Okay.
it back to High School Musical. No, we were talking about how you have to be a multi-sport. Wait, what were we talking about?
multi-sport.
Multi-sport athlete. Yeah. And it's good even in high school, like, being the badminton coach, I'll have girls who come and they're like, I played on the tennis team. I don't know how to play badminton, but I want to be in a spring sport and keep active. Or I know girls who do gymnastics, like they'll also do diving.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of the same basic principles of the sport. Or, doing track and field because you're in soccer and you need to run or whatever. Or just doing any sort of fun club or activity is also wonderful.
Yeah, or even like the football debate too. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I also think I've kind of turned the corner where if Jimmy wants to play football, I will let him in high school.
Yeah.
But like every football guy that I know who was great at football, like played in college, all Americans, they all say they don't have to play until they're in high school. Like they can play flag football, all that, but they don't have to do all that they're not missing out by not doing it.
That is true. It's not like a sport like a golf or a baseball where you have to really, really, or even basketball with shooting, practice it all the time.
Right.
You could just be a good athlete and be successful in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. I was also reading my book today, and I love on the Kindle app how it like suggests, it'll show you when you're reading. I prefer reading actual books, but sometimes they're just too heavy for me to carry around in my purse. So I'll have my Kindle. And we've had the discussion how when I read in bed, I drop it on my face and then it hits the bridge of my nose and stuff. But when you're reading, it'll show you like a highlighted section. It'll say like 8,523 people have highlighted this, meaning that someone cared about it. So she was talking about, it's a book called Atmosphere. It's about astronauts in the 1980s. It's a great book so far. I'm probably only 40% in. But she's talking about this astronaut who's kind of cocky and kind of a jerk and like thinks she shouldn't be an astronaut just because she's a female and blah, blah,
Mm-hmm.
blah. So she said, Jimmy has been told from a young age that fear in failing and trying and wanting and openness and kindness and sincerity made him weak. And because he had believed it, he learned to suppress all of those things. And when he saw those traits in others, he hated them because he hated himself,
Mm-hmm.
which I thought was kind of an interesting quote. And then it went on to say, because the world had decided that to be soft was to be weak, even though in Joan's experience, being soft and flexible was always more durable than being hard and brittle. Admitting you were afraid always took more guts than pretending you weren't. Being willing to make a mistake got you further than never trying. That's a
You're
really
saying
long.
that's kind of what I talk about a lot, is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
I
Yeah.
just finally listened to your podcast with Jay Hansen,
Yeah.
and who was awesome, and I really enjoyed that. And his dad had said to him, like, I think his dad said, when you in life are faced with two choices or two options, choose the harder one.
Yeah.
So like, just because you fail doesn't mean you stink at basketball.
Yeah.
Or just because you tried the bass and you're getting extreme thumb cramps
Mm-hmm.
doesn't mean that, you should never explore those arts or whatever. Like, you tried it out, you did enjoy it, but you're not going to continue with it, and that's okay.
Yeah. I think you're really gonna like the one that I did yesterday with this guy Connor Ryan, who John
Oh,
Flood
yeah.
connected me with, who is the like mental skills coach for the Cincinnati Reds.
Oh,
And, like,
cool.
I feel like his little thing kind of compared with mine. Like, he was like a perfectionist growing up. His parents were like trying to like almost calm him down at
Yeah.
times, and
I feel
but
like
now
baseball would be a tough one.
well, we talked about that. I was like, dude, that
The
has to
yips,
be
all the things.
well, because you're waiting for so long.
Yeah.
You're waiting for, even if you're a pitcher, which he was,
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, you're pitching that game, but then like if
You
you're a
wait
starter, you wait for 5 more games.
Yeah, so that's like
or-
essentially 2.5 weeks.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but anyways, he was really good, and I think he kind of has also come to that conclusion as
Yeah.
well. And it was just really cool seeing a younger person. I don't know how he might be like 29 or something, but him kind of coming to the same conclusion as that little piece. That was
Yeah,
a nice
that
little-
was a
nice
long
little-
that was a long excerpt, but it was a good one. And I was going to highlight it without the suggestion of the Kindle. As I was reading it, I was like, ooh, wait, I'm gonna focus on this, and I'm really gonna read this because it's important for me, I think, to take this in mindfully, but also important to remember as a parent. Like, you want your kids to fail. And we've talked about that before. Like, you want them to mess up. You want them to try hard things and see that everything in life is not easy. And it's not going to be. I remember, this is now going on to a big tangent, but like, as we were getting older and bad things started to happen to good people and people we love, I remember being like, oh my God, like, is the world just a horrible, dark place? Or is it that like you just never realized it as a kid? Like, the world has always been full of
Oh, yeah.
pain and death and
But you're
unexpected
sheltered
tragedy.
from it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like, you're sheltered from it. And I like, as getting older, I'm like, my God, like, like, I hate that we're seeing this all the time. But like, you said on a couple other podcasts, and I've said this too, like, it's kind of stinks, but you kind of become an expert in things. Like, you become an expert in miscarriages. You become an expert in dead parents. Like, you become an
yes.
expert in, having someone you love have cancer or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh my God, all these things are horrible and hard, but they just make you kind of a better friend or a better outlet or for
Yeah.
someone else.
Well, and I know, like, kind of one of the things that you were reading there, I know exactly, like, because I feel like I've found something with being, like, open about my struggles and, admitting things that I did poorly and things like that. And I feel like I've found this secret and I want to share it to everyone. But I know, I see there's people I know who, like, I can tell kind of, and I don't want to say they hate themselves, but like, I can tell that they like want me to fail in a way. Not,
I know what you mean.
do you know
like
what I
you see
mean?
that. Yeah. Yep.
And
Yep.
it's
Yep.
not like maybe not jealousy. I'm not saying that I figured like the whole world out, but like I there is that for sure.
Sometimes when bad things happen to other people, it weirdly makes you feel good about yourself based on other situations you've had. So maybe those people are feeling that.
Yeah.
There actually was an ending to it, but I wasn't quite sure how to say this one word, so I didn't finish it, but I'll read it because you probably know. It said the world had decided that to be fallible,
Yeah.
Fallible. Okay, fallible was weak, but we are all fallible. The strong ones are the ones who accept it. I liked that ending. I just didn't know how to say fallible. Fallible.
That's what me and Connor Ryan talked about. I was like, I grew up my whole life thinking I was a P word and all this stuff, and that I was being soft and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But now I feel like the soft part was that I didn't go get help and I didn't admit it. I think now looking back, I'm like, that's the soft part. Isn't that I wasn't able to tough through it, is that it took me so long to get help.
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard to accept bad or negative or not great things about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to accept it. So you either ignore it or push it aside, or you make up those excuses or other things that are going to make you feel good.
Yeah.
About yourself.
That is why I think this I love you but thing is good, because we do bring up stuff about each other.
Yes.
And now it's always like with a little ha and all that, but like it is true too. Like
Very true.
There are some things that we both need to work on, and it's nice to be able to hear it.
Yeah, because sometimes at night you just like when you're about to go to bed, you don't even want to bring it up because you're like, I just want to go to bed. Like, I don't even want to have a 15-minute conversation.
I'm even if save it for the pod.
I'm going to save it to air my grievances. No, not even if it's going to be a fight. Just like, I just actually don't feel like talking to you or anyone. No, not you. Anyone. Like, I just want to go to bed.
Yeah.
So
how did we get from High School Musical?
I don't know. If there's any way to bring it back to High School Musical, I am ready. So there's a trilogy.
I will say, I love. You didn't even tell me about that quote. That's right up my. You need to send that to me.
I will. Well, I took screenshots of it. I took pictures from my phone on my Kindle.
Actually,
this explains why I can't do things on the internet. Like, I used my phone to take a picture of my Kindle pages.
You know what? You don't need to send that to me. You need to do something with it.
I did. I accepted. I've accepted all the things. I asked for help.
No.
I do all the things.
I'm saying you should put that on like your little thing. Hey, we talked about this today on the Maley Way podcast.
All right.
On the I Love You But podcast.
I will. I have actually a lot of things to do tomorrow, but I'll add it to the running list of that. Okay. I will do that.
If not, just send it to me.
That sounds good too. That sounds good too. I can also do that. All right. So should we move on to our parenting fails?
Yeah, sure.
My mom rage. Well, I know my fail is what you're gonna say.
No. I think your fail is. I have my own fail, but I was gonna mention yours if you didn't say it. But I think you're probably gonna mention yours. So why don't you go ahead?
No, I just wrote for my parenting fail, Jim story with the pretzel. So this is from forever ago. Like this was from June of 2025. So we drive by. So Auntie Anne's recently opened, like maybe less than a year ago, in Garden Market by where we live. And our kids love Auntie Anne's, and they were so excited. And it was a big thing at the start of summer. Jimmy and his friends would ride their bikes to Auntie Anne's and get a pretzel. And like right at the end of the school year, we kept driving by, and on Auntie Anne's, it was saying like, free pretzel to kids who get straight A's. And our kids were like, we want to go. We all got straight A's. And then the one day after either football camp or basketball camp or something, Jimmy and I ride our bikes there. And we're either with, I can't remember if we were with either Jack Watson, his cousin, or Henry Zotti. We were with one of them. And, we go up there and I'm like, okay, this is my son, Jimmy. And I, again, took a screenshot. I'm like, here's his report card. He got straight A's or whatever. And the guy's like, okay, great. One free pretzel coming up or whatever. And then we're waiting for the pretzel. And the guy is like, oh, since you got straight A's, like, let's put your name on the board. And there was no board. It was like you had to write your name on a sheet of paper. And he was like, and we're going to write your name down so then the same kids don't keep coming in, which that makes sense. So he's like, so write your name. And he gets out this sheet of paper and there's columns and it says 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. So we already got the free pretzel.
Yeah.
And Jimmy and I both kind of just look at each other. And at this point, he's only graduated 3rd grade, going to be in 4th grade.
He's tall, though.
He's tall, and he's still got straight A's. So I was like, all right, write your name down. And so he did. He wrote Jimmy Maley. So, but Auntie Anne's has had that poster up since June of 2025. And so many people have texted the picture to me and Jim and been like, wow, awesome, go Jimmy. And I'm like, well, he did lie and put himself 2 grades up.
The best is the guy Jimmy's at. I go to the Jimmy's soccer game, and this guy Craig Dudley is, I know him as the Big E's brother-in-law.
Yes.
And so he was like, hey, I think the Maley family is involved with a little fraud. And what's funny is Craig told me he listens to like all of these.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was like them, and then he showed me the picture. And I was like, wait, someone else has sent us that picture. And then
like, 2 days later, my girlfriend Emily from book club, who lives in Elmhurst, was randomly there, and she's like, go Jimmy, straight A's. And I was like, oh my God, that is from 8 months ago, and it's a lie.
Yeah. Which, okay, so I guess that was kind of when you were.
Well, at that point, it was like, well, we already had gotten the free pretzel. They already didn't ring it up. I guess I could have like taken the $5 out and paid for it, but I showed him the straight A's and approved it. And there was nowhere in the store that said you had to be a 5th, 6th, 7th, or 8th grader until the guy got out the proof sheet.
Should we go back to Auntie Anne's and give them their $4?
Maybe.
Well, here's the thing. Katie, this was gonna be my I love you, but Katie, it was gonna have to do with this.
Okay.
That Katie does like to kind of bend the rules on like sneaking food in, lying about ages. This is the one about Katie will give me an expired gift card or expired or
An
expired
expired
Kohl's
gift card.
cash or whatever, and she'll be like,
No.
no, just try it, just use it. And then I look like an idiot.
No,
and
that
they
happened
deny
once. It
me.
was like for a haircut or something.
No, you do it all the time.
I don't think so. I don't really recall you
Not
like
all the
going
time.
shopping and things where you would use a coupon.
No, but every time I go shopping,
I
get an
have been better.
expired
I
thing.
have been better at that. Usually they don't care. They're like, whatever, we'll take the
I know, but
$3 off coupon.
I'm just like a rule follower, and I
Well,
just
I'm
want
a
to
rule follower too. I
Unless-
guess I just love a
unless-
good deal. I guess I just love a good deal. Love getting $2 off. That's
Yeah.
how I justify all my purchases. I'm like, well, I got a Nordstrom's note, so it was basically free, right?
yeah.
Oh, well.
All right, well,
All right, I'll work on that. Double parenting fail. Cheating at Auntie Anne's and giving you an expired Kohl's cash. They're actually pretty strict on that, so they
Yeah.
won't let that fly.
all right. My parenting fail. What? So the other day, I think it was the cold day, and like
Which it wasn't even that cold.
No, it wasn't. But I had already been playing with Jimmy. Like I'd been playing basketball with him. And I went to go to my computer. And I was doing like editing like the podcast, like the previous day's podcast. And Jimmy was all over me. And he's like, Dad, come on, let's go play basketball. Let's go play basketball. And I was like, Jimmy, hold on. Let me just do this. And then I'll go and play. And he goes, oh man, I never thought I'd see the day where podcasting was more important than basketball. And I was like, oh my God, you're right. Like,
Oh my God.
yeah. And I felt horrible, but I was also like, dude, I just played with you forever. I do play with them all the time.
Yeah.
You play with them all the time.
Yep.
Like, just give me a second.
Yep.
To do
Give me a
this.
break. Give me a
And,
moment.
Yeah. And I mean,
I actually love when our kids get super overwhelmed. Like I love when Patty's like, it's too loud. Stop talking. I'm like, yep. See how it feels. See how it feels. See how it feels. Or when I'm like, Jimmy, can you do this? Jimmy, can you do this? And he's like, okay, I was just filling my water bottle. I'm like, oh, you didn't respond to me. Do you like how that feels? Because
Yeah.
that's me every moment of my life.
well, I do think our new thing is good training for Patty. So
Oh.
At dinner, we do like our 5 questions that we
Mm-hmm.
ask each kid. All of them are pretty good. Patty just is
Takes
he always,
forever.
and then he'll be like, I don't know. Can someone tell me what the best part of
Or
my
like
day
the
was?
best part of his day, he'll be like eating bread. It's like that was not the best part of your day.
But anyways, he takes forever.
So
So I
long.
started to put a time limit on him, and now I'll be like 10. Or you do the countdown.
Oh, 10,
No,
9,
what do
8,
he has like
7,
giggling and he's like,
6,
I don't know.
5, 4, and then he'll say it right at the end. He'll be like, I got my own bowl. He like screams his answer, but he responds very well to the countdown. Like we need to be leaving for school, but he doesn't want to come until you've hit 1.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's just standing waiting with this like, you know what, eating grin on his face, waiting it to get on. Like, oh, did I make it in time?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did make it in time. Barely, but you made it.
I feel like the countdown is good training.
It's
for
great.
him to
It
be
would
frazzled.
Yes, and like the longevity of Patty's turn drives me nuts. I absolutely hate it. There are times when I just go and sit at the counter, the kitchen island by myself because I can't stand it. Because then Meg's interjecting, oh, I know your mistake you made. Should I say only one? Or should be like, I know one thing you learned, blah, blah, blah.
What annoys you more about that process? Patty's taking forever or Meg?
Constantly interrupting.
No.
Oh.
Now I know where she gets it. I know. Meg doing, is it eeny, meeny, miny, mo?
Yes, that annoys me way more. So we only have 4 kids, and if whomever goes,
Or is it
instead of
bubble
just
gum?
going,
Which one
yes,
is it?
it's
Bubble
bubble gum. Instead of just going like clockwise or counterclockwise, she'll be like, okay, I'm gonna choose bubble gum in a dish, and then Andy will say number. He'll be like 38. And she's like, okay, 1, 2, 3, and it goes on, and then she does and you are not it. Wait, were you not being it or were you being it? Start over. Yeah, that drives me. And I was like, absolutely not. No more bubble gum at the table. I hate the bubble gum.
Like 38 is an under, like she's gone up to like in the 70s. Like,
Yeah,
like 74.
It needs to be 5 or less.
And what's weird is the kids aren't annoyed by it. They will
No.
let her go
Go
all the way.
the way. I can't stand it.
Yeah.
I can't stand it. Yeah. All right. My mom rage. This is actually an opposite mom rage.
Mm-hmm.
When we were driving Monday morning to school, as we were driving down Edgewood, I was like, okay, everyone, let's all take a moment and let's all clap and applaud ourselves because there were no tears, there was no fighting, and there was no mom rage on a Monday morning.
Wow.
So we all stood there and clapped and we like chanted and cheered.
Was it like a slow clap? that
No, it was no
gradually-
snow clap. I
Okay.
just was like, yeah, we did it. And I was like, I didn't get mad at any of you. And it was great because Monday mornings are hard. And, that's like the one day they choose to sleep in a little bit later. And then there's the hustle and the bustle. And it's just like, let's go. We got to get this day started. And the mornings are tough in regards to like yelling and following the rules. And, so there was none. There was no mom rage, and we took a moment to applaud that.
Wait, no mom rage just on Monday or no mom rage since our last?
Well, I don't know about that. I was just talking about Monday morning from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m.
That's pretty good. Now, did it
was pretty
carry? Did it carry over to today?
We were there early for orchestra. I did wake Patty up and carry him directly from the bed with a blanket on to the car, so that kind of helped.
But what I'm saying is, did maybe that moment of applause,
Oh,
did that give them
oh,
motivation
sorry.
for today?
No, I don't think they cared. No. It just was I don't think they care at all.
It was just a fun moment.
It just was a fun moment, and this morning just also went smoothly. So we'll see if we can be 3 for 3.
There you go. Good job, Kay.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I thought you were giving me knucks. High five. High five.
Oh my God.
Okay, my life hack. I actually did this life hack as I was preparing for today's podcast because I was trying to do, post Christmas, all that. Like I had the kids pick toys to donate before Christmas. This weekend, Saturday morning, Jimmy and Meg and I went into their rooms and I made them pick 10 things that they needed to get rid of, or just like if it doesn't have all the pieces, throw away or whatever. But then the problem is the bags. We have 3 garbage bags of things to be donated that just sit in our dining room or just sit in the trunk of the car. And it takes me forever to do it. Or Patty and Andy like sneakily go in there and see things I'm donating and then they take them out of the bag.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a website called pleasepickup.org. and they take literally everything. They take clothing, household toys, household items, toys, electronics, which is hard to recycle or give away electronics. Well, I guess they have to be functioning. You
Wait,
can't like
does this have to be reusable stuff or like trash?
no, like things you want to donate,
Oh,
not
okay.
trash. Don't donate trash.
That's not trash.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
You want to give things that will make other people happy.
Mm.
Or small furniture, but you just go onto their website and you just put it on your porch and they can normally come the very next day.
You know what you can give people that will make them happy? You using
Me.
your voice
All right.
and your energy.
Okay. So actually, as I was prepping for this, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a pickup now. So I went to pleasepickup.org and I have it coming Friday morning, 8 a.m.
Nice.
You just leave it right out. It saves me the trip to Goodwill.
Yeah.
And it just like you can have that, set that alarm and know that it's happening and you just get rid of it.
Nice.
It doesn't linger. That's a
like-
good life hack. There's not a lot of places that'll come to your house to pick it up.
Yeah.
So there we go. There's my life hack.
Awesome.
Yes. Our watch list. I mentioned this in my I Love You But. We just started watching this show called Free Bert on Netflix. I was actually talking about it tonight when I was playing Mahjong.
Completely inappropriate.
So crude. Like, how old is their younger daughter, Isla? 3rd grade? And
She's like swearing.
She is swearing, using this P word, calling her dad the P word,
Yeah.
the C word, just all horrible, horrible. So inappropriate, but a very funny show.
And I always love little like kid interact. Like Larry David is great
Yes.
with kids.
Yes.
And just like completely inappropriate. Like not in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Inappropriate.
Saying
like,
inappropriate
saying
things,
swearing,
swearing,
like stuff like that. And
offending them.
This has an element to it, but to
Yeah.
a greater degree.
So yeah, like off the charts.
But it's funny.
Crude, but yes, very, very, very
I
funny.
think it's like number 3 on Netflix right now. So
But I never know, are those ratings like worldwide?
I think so.
Oh, 'cause sometimes I feel like it's lying. Like, is this just because we're watching this and it's
No.
fudging the numbers,
No, 'cause
or
that's how I knew to watch it because it was on there.
oh, well, sometimes some things are on that I'm like, 1, that's old. 2,
Yeah.
that's not good.
Yeah.
But I guess we watch not good shows all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really funny, and it's nice that it's only 25-minute episodes, and I mean, we're only maybe 4 episodes in, but we were laughing.
Yeah.
But outrageous. So if you are easily offended, do not watch
Yeah.
it.
Do not watch it.
Yeah, but it was funny.
Yeah. All right. Would you rather?
Okay.
All right. This is a good one. It's very apropos. This is one that
Okay.
Anthony Donatucci came up with. He came up with another one that I definitely can't use, but this was a good one.
Okay.
So it has to do with like the snow day or the cold day.
Mm-hmm.
And think about back when I can't remember. Did you teach during the Zoom learning or no?
Only the very end,
Okay.
because I came off of Andy's maternity leave, so I had to finish out the year on Zoom.
Okay, so would you rather do an e-learning where you have to be on Zoom for 5 hours?
Oh God.
Or miss school and do the makeup day at the end of the year in person?
I hate cutting into summertime because I love summertime so much.
I don't think you had as bad of a adventure with Zoom
No, I did not.
as
I only did it the last month, but I will say not one soul signed on to my Spanish Zoom. I have 700 students and not one kid signed on at all,
Yeah.
which was fine. Specials were optional and
Mm-hmm.
every single person opted out.
Yeah.
But it just came to a point where I was like, I'm not making new activities. I'm going to leave. Like, I can see that not one soul is
Has done one
joining.
thing.
Yeah. So, oh God.
You got to think too, the end of the year, like it's not going to be a whole lot at that
Yeah.
time.
Well, and I'm thinking about if all 4 of our kids were e-learning, that would be me doing a lot of coordinating for that. 5 hours is a long time. Jeez, Anthony, that's a long time.
Well,
right.
whatever. The school day. The Zoom.
No, a school day's longer. A school day's
Well, yeah. you're on
7 hours.
Yeah, you're Zoom learn. You're doing no, yeah, but you only teach 5 periods for high
Okay.
school.
Okay. I would probably do the day at the end of the school year.
Yeah, dude, I said I would do like a week.
Oh God, I would not do a week.
I would do a week. I said I will never do Zoom learning again, ever.
We all know your very strong opinions on Zoom learning.
I will never do it again. I think it was horrible for me, and I think it was horrible for kids.
Yeah.
That really bothered me as well. Again,
Yeah.
disclaimer, I'm not saying that there weren't other deaths and things like that, but there was some collateral damage.
Yeah,
And
that was a tough time. A
I-
tough time with the Zoom learning.
I would take a month.
Okay, that's just a little extreme now, Jim. That's
right, maybe
just
not
you.
a
That's
month.
just you being stirring the pot.
Maybe not a month, but a
Fi-
week.
A week. A week is still way too long.
I would take a week
Okay.
as opposed to having to do Zoom learning.
Wow, I would not. But all right.
But you didn't have to do it for the full time. It
I
was
know, but
brutal.
one day.
I think it would. I'd just get like PTSD.
Oh, geez.
It'd
Well, we
bring-
don't want that.
Bring me back.
All right. Well, all right.
Yeah.
We'll be at the pool. You enjoy your last week of school. We'll meet you at the LFC. That sounds good to me.
That's good.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. We did see some great reviews. So thank you to people who commented, wrote those reviews. That was great. Much appreciated. Don't worry. We'll get you that merch soon for those of you who took our bribe. Thank you for taking our bribe. Jim was saying there's another thing that we're
Wait, remember,
we're in.
remember, it's what we deemed the best one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in. Stay warm. And we will see you next week. And don't forget, it's going to be cold all weekend. So you have plenty of time to watch all 3 High School Musicals.